listening to Off the Rip.
What's up, man? Off the Rip. Hottest podcast out right now. It's your boy Earl The Artist.
What's good with it? You got OTR staff here, and we sitting here with DNA Trey, man.
Welcome, man. Welcome to my home, bro. Welcome.
Appreciate you having us, bro. We're going to get straight into it, man. What DNA stand for?
Stands for dictate, never accept.
Never accept. That's dope. How did you come up with it?
Okay, so we came up with it kind of following the homies in Chicago, Leaders, that have a store called Leaders. And their thing is lead, never follow. So dictate, never accept. It's kind of like, you know, alongside kind of with that whole theme of doing what you want and doing
Come
what you
closer to the microphone.
Doing what you want, when you want, how you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we came up with the name.
That's what's up. Go ahead.
Go.
I see you itching, my boy. I see you itching.
I wanted to know about your partner. How did you and your partner get connected?
Okay, cool. So how that started was he was already opening up the store, and he needed a DJ, and I also DJ. So we had a mutual friend, this girl named Naya. He reached out, and then I DJ'd the store opening. It was crazy. A lot of people from Chicago, everybody from St. Louis tapped in. And then I didn't have anything going on, man. I was like a freelance DJ, and I didn't have a job. I was just doing freelance DJ work, stand on my homie couch type deal. So I just came to him like, man, I need something to do. I need some work. How can you help me? He was like, man, I can't pay you right now. I'm just starting off. But like I seen where we can go with it. So I just started working from day one. And then like the family just took me in, made sure I was good. I had somewhere to stay. I had clothes on my back. A little money in my pocket, so we just went from there.
Opportunity, and I see you took.
Oh,
Took it and ran with it.
Yeah, that's tough right there, because ain't too many people gonna do that.
No, sir.
Facts. So, of course, we know what DNA in the store is, but for those that's listening and never heard of the store, what exactly is DNA? What do you guys do here? What do you guys sell? Things of that nature.
Okay, so we specialize in high-end streetwear. Okay. So exclusive brands from LA, New York, Chicago, Australia, Japan, like pretty much everywhere. Like all the high-end, quality, classic stuff, like we carry it. Whether starting off with Comme des Garçons, Rude, Essentials, Lil Yeezy, Nike, sparked in there, like some little high designer, Gucci, Prada, Dior, like all the lit stuff that's in right now. Like we carry it, like we got it on deck.
For sure. And I know we kind of talked a little bit, it's off camera and things of that nature, but you guys just talking about location and the important location, where you guys located and why it's important.
Okay, so downtown St. Louis, man, it embodies the streets.
Yeah.
We do this for the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like we do this for the guy that's in the streets, getting his money legal, illegally, however, like he's in the streets, he's doing this thing. He don't have time to order nothing online and wait. He just want it right now, right here. And that's what we provide. And that's what we look out for. We look out for the streets, because when the streets hold you down, you good. You have no worries. Exactly. Streets gonna talk for you. You don't have to say a word. Streets gonna say everything everybody need to know. They gonna tell it like it is.
I feel that you was telling us off camera the other day when we first met you. Can you touch on that again, like the keys to starting your own business and like getting your own store and stuff, like for people? What's the process? You was telling us. Can you say that on camera for us?
So it's not like a set process. It's still like kind of do what you please or do what you can at the moment type deal. So if you have good credit, get you some credit. That's the name of the game, because we started off, we didn't have good credit. We were doing everything with money orders and stuff like that. So if you got credit, you can just use your credit and just break the money up. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you have good credit, have a good team. Make sure everybody's on the same page, everybody's loyal, everybody's putting the movement number one. I was telling you guys off camera.
I feel like we was talking about that deeply. Just keeping the movement like OTR. Like, you know, I'm in college still, hooping and stuff still, and I was telling him, I was like, right now, I feel like OTR, like, I know the ball gonna stop bouncing one day, you feel me? Like, at the college, you know, it's hard to go overseas or whatever, you know, continue doing it. And I was like, you know, this is something we can do for the rest of our life, and just seeing y'all do it too, it kind of inspired me a little bit, you know what I mean, when you said, like, I was only you and your partner, it's three of us or whatever, if we all on the same page, all in this together, we can really take something and run with it, and that kind of stuck with me a little bit, and, like, I'm really happy you gave that insight into us, too, because we was talking for, like, a minute, too, and you said some stuff, you know what I mean, Gene went on some stuff, like, first time meeting you, really took the time out your day, so we appreciate that big time.
Oh, for sure, man. I told y'all no lies, bro. Everything I told y'all was real. You know what I'm saying? As far as like what y'all trying to do, as far as like y'all podcast, clothing, just make sure y'all stay focused. Make sure y'all put off the rip number one. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless you got a family, you got kids, like you got to do what you got to do in that area. But other than that, off the rip comes first.
Yeah. And I just want to give you a fly shit because, like, when we walked in the store, like, of course, he was trying to get information and things of that nature, but we were just looking at our future and just seeing it, like, inspiration for real. Like, as soon as we, like, walked out the shop that night, we thinking about, like, okay, where we want to place Ochoa when we get there and things of that nature. So I feel like little sparks of motivation right there is kind of needed throughout the city because sometimes it is easy for people to lose motivation in the city, what they want to do. So that's why we need, like, these little homegrown and businesses here, so we got some type of motivation to keep going, things of that nature.
For sure. And y'all inspired me too, bro. Like, I went through and I watched all y'all episodes.
Appreciate
I
that.
fuck with y'all. Like, I fuck with the whole vibe, you know what I'm saying? And so, my bad. So, me going back and watching y'all, like, I wanted to do my own podcasting, but I never just jumped and did it, you know what I'm saying? And y'all inspire me to do some shit, like, where maybe I can bring some guests in the store and just talk about fashion or whatever, but it's just a spark, and that's all you need is that spark, man. And y'all young, like, y'all doing y'all thing, like, I fuck with that. I don't meet a lot of young men like you guys. Everybody want to finesse, everybody want to run the streets, everybody want to be the guy in the club. Like, don't nobody want to do the work.
Yeah.
You got to put in the work first. The work comes first.
Yeah, for
Once
sure.
you remember that, like, you good, man. You cannot lose.
I'm here, like, I joke around with staff all the time. Like, we told ourselves and committed to ourselves, like, yeah, we're in a longevity game. Like, yeah, it's gonna be a slow process because we done had some bumps where it's like, man, I don't know this for us, but like every time we feel like we finna just give up, it's always like some type of motivation to just keep us going. Then we push each other, constantly every day. Like, it'd be some times where I probably might hit up staff and like, man, I don't know, man, this, that, and the third, and then as soon as I say that, boom, something happened. Like, we get a repost and somebody say, yeah, let's hop on the show, let's work, let's a collab or things of that nature. So it's kind of like funny how like life work and God works. So like when I seen you walking past like DNA, the DNA storefront, and you was like kind of sitting down on your phone, and you was kind of like looking around doing merch things of that nature. I said, man, we need to go in and just holler at him, bro. Like, let's go in there and holler at him, bro. And I think it was out running about for to do something crazy, whatever. But we seen the stove, came in and just chopped it up. I think that's probably one of the best things we did, rather than, you know what I'm saying, just
Kept walking.
yeah,
For
kept
sure.
walking for sure.
Because I think I seen y'all when y'all first walked by, and then y'all turned around and then y'all walked in.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I appreciate that, man. Like real talk.
Yeah, for sure. So you talked about Washington, how this is like the streets and the streets hold you down, things of that nature. Are you thinking about expanding and moving out St. Louis? Or you just want to like stay homegrown? So what is like some future plans?
For sure, man. We definitely want to expand, get some different cities. We've been looking at cities like Atlanta, Denver, stuff like that. We definitely want to get this to like a bigger platform because St. Louis is in the Midwest. And in the fashion world, man, like some people don't even know where the hell St. Louis is.
Trust me, I know.
They thinking of Chicago, down south. Like they have no idea where St. Louis is.
Facts.
So like we would go to these meetings and it's a thing called Agenda. We would go to Agenda and you go see like all the stuff that's coming out like a season before it comes out. And all the brands are there, like Mitchell & Ness is there, Puma is there, Vans. There's more like brands that's out there, you know what I'm saying? You get to meet with them, you get to see their representatives, you get to see their clothing, shoes, all this stuff. So we're telling them like, yeah, we're from St. Louis. They're like, the hell is that at? So it's like, it's humbling at the same time because you think you popping, you think you hot shit here, but outside of here, like, nobody knows you. You know what I'm saying? So it's still a work in progress, but cities like Atlanta, we definitely got to touch that. You know what I'm saying? Like cities where it's you can thrive. There's a lot of people there. There's a lot of money being made, and it's not too congested. Yeah.
Do you think it's harder to like grow in St. Louis for like, especially like black people trying to do business and trying to get up out of here or just put their name on the map? Do you think it's hard coming from St. Louis doing it?
Oh, for sure. It's hard anywhere like in the Midwest because we're not known. We're not in LA. We're not in New York. We're not in these big cities, so we're not rubbing elbows with the big dogs. You know what I'm saying? We gotta grind it out, come up on our own. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing too, because it prepares you for the bullshit. It prepares you for all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely hard coming from St. Louis, but I think it's easier to start because everybody know everybody, and you should have, you know what I'm saying, like people bigging you up, and you should have a lot of supporters. know what I'm saying? You have a lot of friends here. People you know, like, grew up with, you know what I'm saying? Like, they see you. They should gravitate towards you. It don't usually happen all the time, but when it does, it's special.
Yeah, I agree. And I really didn't realize it until, like, I actually kind of, like, ventured off and left the city a little bit more. And one thing I started to notice was, like, strangers, like, kind of quicker to support you than, like, you know what I'm saying, your friends and your homies and things of that nature. And so, like, once I got here with that epiphany, I'm like, man, I think I know what this podcast need to be about. Like, just be an example of how to support your homie. Like, you know what I'm saying, whether it's just like a small business, a like or a comment go way farther because things of that nature. Because they may think they ain't getting a lot of likes or whatever, but your homie, like, kind of boost them. Like, yeah, man, keep going. I feel like that's all they need just to keep going. Because there's been times where, like I said, we was on the podcast, things of that nature, and I drop snippets. And people I haven't even heard from in years, like, oh yeah, this hard, just keep going, keep going. Like little things like that just kind of keep me more motivated, you know what I'm saying, to do the podcast. Look to venture out and, you know, look for other people that want to collab on the podcast, things of that nature. So for like St. Louis, it is a humbling experience. Like if you think you high as shit, wait till you come to St. Louis and get humbled a little bit before you think.
Cause like touching bases on what he was saying, like he was saying earlier, like sometimes he be calling me getting discouraged or something like that. Cause it can be like discouraging moment too when you'll see a stranger comment or share, but you don't see like your day one and your homies, your teammates or something. Like it be like, dang, like, you know what I mean? We supposed to be tired, man. You can't even like comment and then you see them watching the story, like, dang, cuz. Like it just be different. And then you see some people like strangers, something like I be sending him like texting DMs or whatever from people I never even met sometimes send me like a long paragraph in a DM on some like motivational stuff, like saying keep going, it's different or whatever. And it kind of like inspire you or whatever, make you seem like you're going in the right direction. You feel me? So it'd be like up and down, especially I feel like 2021? It was like a rough year for us, like definitely like we just dropped it took us a year because of so much like BS going on in our personal lives, so many changes and stuff. Like it's been rough and just thanking God, you know what I mean, that we stayed on course, you know what I mean, because I feel like some people thought we wasn't going to continue to do it and stuff like that.
Oh, you going to have doubters. You definitely going to have doubters.
For sure, man. This has been a learning year for sure, man. That's all I'm speaking about there. But what are some of the pros and cons of like reselling items and like starting your own like clothing brand? 'Cause I know we talked about it a little bit on camera, but you had like your own opinions about it. But you feel like speaking on camera, like what are some like pros and cons of starting your own clothing brand as opposed to reselling?
Got you. It's just your name. Like people don't know you.
Right.
Like what is this? So it's a whole process of putting it in your face every day. I'm putting it in your face every day until you have to like it. You're going to see everybody else seeing it like, damn, I seen that around the block. Like, yeah, DNA. Yeah. That's the name. Keep putting it out there. Keep putting it in their face. Like, that's the only thing I can really say for real. As far as, like, the pros, it's like you doing what you want. Like, this all come from up here. Mm-hmm. And you're making a reality. Like, that should be, like, the biggest thing. Like, you're putting it in and making it in real life. It came from your brain type shit. Like, I be thinking about stuff like that. Like, the whole just coming in. Another pro is just coming in like, hey, this is my space. Like I come to this place every day with a smile on my face. There's not a lot of people that's going to work and doing their thing can say that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like I can say that, and that makes me proud. That makes me happy. That makes me want to come here every day. And people like, you don't get bored, you don't get tired. I don't get tired. This is my own thing. Like how can you get tired of this? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that because y'all even worked on Christmas. I'm like, dang. I'm like, they really into this shit. They opening on Christmas.
Yeah, we've been doing this the whole time, like no days off, like working every day. Because how we look at it, everybody else is closed. Yeah. Like I said, we for the streets. People still going out clubbing. They still need fits. People are last minute with shit. So we're here. We're accessible. We're here. We're available. As long as you make yourself available to the people, you cannot lose because they know you there. They know they can depend on you. What you like, okay, so you know you got something you can depend on. You coming back to that every time.
Thanks.
That's a great feeling that I know these people are going to be here and I know they're going to have something hard when I come through.
Dang.
So that's another con, like to piggyback on what I said earlier, we're in the Midwest. People don't know a lot of brands. They don't know anything. So what we do, we put celebrities in it. I'm going to put your favorite rapper in a Chrome Heart hat. Mm-hmm. You going to know what that is. You going to want that hat.
I see y'all have Fab in here.
Yeah, stuff like that. Fab come through. Fab been coming here for the last, I want to say 6 years. Damn. Even when we was across the street, Fab would tap in. And people see that. I want to shop where Fab shop at. What did Fab buy? What did he get? I want to buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like we all we just play off of that. You know what I'm saying? And that's some real shit because people really fuck with these celebrities. They want to wear the same T-shirt. They want to wear the shoes. How many times have y'all been watching y'all favorite rapper and be like, damn, where he get them shoes from? Where he get them jeans from?
It's inevitable though, cause it's just in your face, like you said. You know what I mean? So you gonna see your favorite rapper. He gonna make you see him, things that nature. So what is like some advertising tips that you guys implement and you think you can like share with everybody that's just trying to get up and start it?
The biggest tip I would say is just keep posting. I don't care if you posted that same three shirts, post it again because somebody's not gonna be paying attention. And you're gonna get them the second time. They won't pay attention the second time, you get them the third time. So don't be afraid to repost. Keep posting the same things until it sells, until it goes. Because you stop posting it, people gonna forget about it. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like that's one of our biggest, I wouldn't say con or whatever, but it's like once we post it once, we don't never post it again. Like I posted like on the ground, and I'll never post it again until it be like a restock or something. I feel like we gotta keep on doing it.
Gotta keep posting. Gotta keep putting it in their face because the more they see it, it's like, all right, now I gotta buy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, another tip. I think that was like probably the main one, the last one I just said. Another marketing tip is just make sure you're on the celebrity tip or the influencer tip. Like whoever you're looking up to, and if they have the same product, post it. You know what I'm saying? Like make sure people see that, hey, Fab had a Comme des Garçons striped tee on. I need it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's gonna make them come and buy. You have to just keep putting it in their face.
Feel that. And I see you work in the store. What does your partner do exactly also?
Okay, so he pretty much handles everything outside of the store, you know what I'm saying? He works on the connections, he works on getting Fab here, making those type of, relationships type stuff. So it's all like behind the scene work. I carry this stuff off from day to day, make sure social media is ran right, make sure the products are out, make sure things are getting sold, stuff like that. And he just plays the background. Like, that's why he's not here right here. Like he don't talk. He stays out the way. You know what I'm saying? Like he lives in Atlanta. He moved actually. You know
he's not even in St. Louis.
No, he's not.
Is he from St. Louis?
He's from St. Louis.
You was born and raised in St. Louis also, right?
No, sir. I'm from Brooklyn, Illinois. Okay. Small town around the east side. Y'all probably know all the strip clubs and bottoms up and all that shit. But it's like the oldest black community in the United States. It was the first established black community in the whole United States. So we have a lot of rich history. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm very proud of that. And I tell people every day, no, I'm not from St. Louis, but I love St. Louis.
I feel that.
You know what I'm saying? St. Louis is in me, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not from here. I'm from Brooklyn, Illinois. But my partner Nate, he's from the Cochran Projects, born and raised. So that's right around the corner. And that's another reason why we embody the streets, because the streets are in him. You know what I'm saying? St. Louis, all day. Yeah. So, yeah.
So how, starting up, being this, giving advice to like a small business or a guy that want to, get in your shoes, things of that nature. How do you go about getting like these influencers and reaching out to them, things of that nature?
Man, persistence. Like just being persistent. Like not taking no for an answer. That's another like a DNA acronym, like dictate, never accept. Like we're not taking no for an answer. All right. We're gonna dictate. We're gonna do what we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like eventually it's gonna happen. I might not have this brand, but eventually we will have this brand. Good story, Comme des Garçons. My partner had to go all the way to Paris to get that. Didn't have a meeting, nothing, finessed the whole thing. Got into the big Paris fashion house, told him he had a meeting, didn't have a meeting. Had an interpreter from London with him so he could understand what they was talking about. You know what I'm saying? So once you're in that door, bro, like, you just gotta, that's the St. Louis in them. You just gotta, the show me state, like, we taking it, like we here now, you know what I'm saying? Like this is ours type shit. And that's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like before we got that brand, bro, like we was maybe like getting like mid-tier brands. We would get like Thrasher and stuff you would see in the mall, stuff like that. Yeah. But we know where fashion was going. Like fashion is going super high end now. People don't want the regular stuff from the mall. They want Gucci, they want Prada, they want Dior. They want all that high end shit. And that's where fashion is going. Yeah. And if you don't see that, like you just gonna be stuck down here just getting whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or you got your own brand. Right. Rep that brand like a Dior. Rep that brand like a Gucci. And people gonna see how much you in love with it, and they want to get in love with it. Like, that's how shit go.
Facts. Ooh, man, you dropping gems for real.
Let me ask you a question, cause you got me thinking. So what I was gonna say, when you first met your boy, your partner, you said you wasn't working for money. So like, be real. Like, how long did it take you to really see the vision? Cause a lot of people gonna be like, I ain't getting paid. I ain't finna, work for free. I need, especially when you need money in your pocket, food. All that. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do. So how long did it, or like, did it just click with you? Like, we gonna do something?
I mean, like it came in waves. Like, you would get uncertain about things. But like, it's a family. Family bring you in. Family show you love. They comfort you in times of need, stuff like that. Right. As far as like money, I wasn't really worried about money because you put the work in, the money gonna come. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it went through in waves. Like, it'll be times where maybe your mind will play tricks on you. Like, your peers around you, like, they might be doing something lit. You're like, damn, like, I ain't doing that. But it's not my time yet. It's not my turn yet. This guy, he probably been working on this for 5-10 years, and it's just now happening for him. Right. So you can't get caught up into what you want right now and what you think you should have. Just put in the work, and it'll come. Like, I tell people all the time, like, if you work while you waiting your turn, you're going to get everything you want. It's going to work all the time.
Because when we first met, too, you said, when we was asking you how long did it take, to really get into it, you said it took you was that you that said, like, 10 years you was DJing, and it took you, like, 10 years to really get this stuff off the ground or whatever?
Yeah, well, not necessarily 10, maybe, like, after maybe, like, 5-6 years.
Okay.
Yeah, like, that's when the money started. You can see some revenue from it. But at the same time, we had to do what we had to do. I was a strip club DJ. I was working in a pink slip, making money tax-free, working in a pink slip from 9 to 6 in the morning. And then I would come here and work at the store from noon to 8. So it's a grind. Then my partner, he's driving the Metro bus. Low-key guy, you probably even know it, like glasses, just doing his thing, you know what I'm saying? But he has his own business. He's running a clothing store at the same time. It's the grind, it's the grit, it's determination, it's the persistence. And it's just a constant grind. Like, it's not over. People hit a certain statue and like, oh, I'm good now. Like, nah, like, it's more shit to get. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not all about material stuff. And I watched y'all episode about that. Like, y'all was saying some real shit. But it's not all about the material, but hey, it's here. I'm gonna put my hands on it, I'm gonna touch it, I'm gonna get it. You know what I'm saying? It's not everything to me, but I'm gonna have it because of the work I put in.
I agree. And it's all about sacrifice. Like I said, when we seen you in the store and you was just dropping gems, you was like, it's sacrifice. I see y'all fresh right now, but y'all can't get fresh every day. And then we just looked at you like, well, who finna give up Coppin' J's or something? And then, man, trust me, I know everybody looked at me. I was like, dang, you know what I mean? I guess I gotta go a couple days in the sketches or something.
Sometimes it be like that. It'd be like, dang, like the cool grades come on. I had to get those suckers. But you real though on like when it comes to sacrificing and stuff. Cause sometimes I feel like we do gotta like let stuff go. And like I feel like we matured in a lot of ways. Cause I feel like in high school and especially like when I first went off to college, like it'll be like on some. I had to really get focused on what I want to do with my life. You know what I mean? Get serious. Especially like, you first go out to college, you want to explore, go to parties and all this other stuff. You might dibble and dab and like smoking and drinking or whatever. You have to realize like that stuff ain't really doing nothing for you, you feel me? In certain areas, spending money, saving money. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like in high school, we was young and dumb, spending every new pair of J's or whatever. Come out, we trying to get our hands on them suckers. Especially when you just talked about the material stuff. I feel like I don't know if it's getting older or what, because like a lot of that stuff don't even excite me no more.
Maturing, you're maturing, man. You're getting older. You understand what's important. You're prioritizing what's important. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cool grades. They probably gonna come out again another 2-3 years. Like, you be able to get them. Yeah. Get them on GOAT, StockX. You know what I'm saying? But going back to me listening and watching your episodes, you always talk about sacrifice. I love that you talk about sacrifice because these young people, man, like, they're not sacrificing shit. Yeah. They want everything right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they want to do it, everything. You know what I'm saying? Sacrificing is number one. A lot of people don't want to sacrifice. They don't want to sacrifice their cool clothes. They don't want to sacrifice a few friends. Like, them people going to be there. When you put in the work and you go to that club, them same people going to be clubbing. They're going to be waiting on you.
I'm already knowing, man. And it's like, I think I had a talk with one of the homies about this when we were just talking like spending habits, and I think I told him like one day I had like copped some shoes and it was like this guilt I got. Cause I'm like, dang, I just dropped like such and such on some shoes. I'm like, man, I don't really like this feeling. But turn around, like all this equipment you didn't see, I was like quick to drop a bag on that and I ain't feel no type of guilt. I'm like, dang, like what's the change? Cause I know I'm gonna make some bread off this in the future. It might not be right now, but it's gonna be in the future. As opposed to those like J's or something I just spent on. It's like, yeah, I can flip them, but
I'd rather put my money invested in something I know I'm going to get 5 times return on it. You know what I'm saying? Which is your work. Them J's, you probably get maybe like $150 off it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, and it's like it's not even my brand. Like at this point, I'm making Jordan look rich, even though he is rich. But you know what I'm saying? I'm styling J's, no free promo, no ads, nothing like this. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go ahead, go back to the basics. Let me make some stuff that I wear every day. Like I wear sweats every day. I see keep it black and white. I can throw these on with any kicks I want. You know what I mean? So that was the goal and vision behind the creative process when it came like our clothes. Like you just don't see like simple colorways, something you can just throw on with any and every day with. So
and the logo's fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm critiquing y'all like this shit is hard. You know what I'm saying? I want me an OTR hoodie. You know what I'm saying? Like what's up?
We got you, man, for sure, man. Hey. See, I love like podcasts. Like when we just talking about like just trying to get our homies involved in things of that nature. We looked at it as like a plug outlet. Like everybody can plug in they strengths and things of that nature. Cause I go to school for advertising and graphic design. So everything like I love working with visuals, anything that's creative. And he goes to school for what? Communication. Yeah. He just love to talk. He'll talk about Earl all day. I said you need to go ahead and get you a podcast. You know what I mean? And our other boy, he goes to school for business, so he like to work numbers. So it's like, why not just get into this, head into this, like we work our strengths, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
we don't...
definitely. So everybody got their own role, cause I don't know, we was just talking about this earlier, the whole field, we was talking about like how we started a little bit, cause like I'm in communication, so they was trying to push me to do it or whatever, but I feel like it grew on us to all do it together. Like we be having some like real deep conversations and stuff, and we was like, we all need to do this together, pitch in, you know what I mean? I feel like we taking it off somewhere, you feel me? Somewhat, you know what I mean? I feel like we got a lot of room to grow. And just like he said, would you say an opportunity to use it as an outlet or whatever?
Yeah, outlet platform.
Yeah, and I feel like that's one thing too. We can do so much with this, and just don't have anything specifically. Just podcast like how you do the clothes and everything. We want to do that. Other stuff to get involved. I'm over this rambling, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, we just looking for motivation, man. So I'm glad we seen you, bro. Is there anything you wanna announce in the future with some things we can look for at DNA?
Got you, man. Dope collabs. We got this dope collab coming up. I was showing your camera guy earlier. I'm not going to spill the beans on the show right now because it's not finalized yet, but we got some big collabs coming. More DNA clothing. You can expect more t-shirts, joggers, hoodies, socks, stuff like that. Just more DNA merch with DNA on this type deal. You know what I'm saying? And expect us to just keep working, keep providing for the streets, providing for the people, man. That's it.
Appreciate you, man. I'm glad you allow us to come to the store and shoot with you and get all this knowledge and share the knowledge with our people.
Oh, for sure, man. I appreciate y'all, and y'all really inspire me, bro. Like, real talk. Keep doing your thing, staff. I told you on text, like, keep doing your thing. Keep this shit number one. Like, keep OTR number one. Right. If that's anything you're gonna do, keep it number one. Like, you buying this all equipment, like, all this stuff is gonna work out for you on the back end. But people don't understand, like everybody going up front, but like no, like you get more on the back end because you put in all the work. Right. Let your work speak for you. You know what I'm saying? Like after this, get more dope guests. You know what I'm saying? Do like you came here, like getting away from the studio, like getting in more like an environment to suit your guests. You know what I'm saying? Type deal. So studio is cool, but stuff like this, like you can't beat. This setting.
That's what we was talking about earlier. You can't beat this.
So where can they find DNA, man? Shout out your social, they can follow you.
Got you. Everything is DNA STL. That's the website, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Everything is DNA STL. My personal Instagram is DNA Trey, DNA TR3Y_100. And shouts out to my boy Nate, Will, Donnie, the whole DNA crew. I love y'all.
Okay.
Appreciate you. Hey. Y'all know us, man. Earl The Artist. It's your boy OTR Style. Go to the website, shop the merch. I can't stress it, no. Go shop the merch again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, shop the merch.
And we out.
At that. Appreciate you so much, man.
Appreciate you, my guy.
What happened?